Yo, what up, world? It's your boy Will Die Ellis, the tatted up battle judge, bringing you the unofficial judgings. We're gonna call this the unofficial judgings of the biggest battles and from the biggest fucking battle scenes in the world, yo. And being episode 1, we're gonna kick this shit off epically. We got Hitman Holla from St. Louis up against Arsonal the Rebel from New Jersey. Arsonal already recognized as one of the biggest names in the battle scene right about now. And Hitman Holla, he's pretty much on the come up right now. And when I say he's on the come up, he's coming up correctly. He's knocked off some of the biggest names in battle rap so far, and he's just up against another one. So let's just get right into it. Okay, lyrics. This is how I look at it before I get into the actual battle itself. When you judging lyrics, it's kind of different. I don't know what it is with people, but it's different between the different organizations. Let's just take URL TV versus Grind Time. Grind Time, if you come extra fucking hard with some dope ass lyrics, dope ass wordplay, you're gonna be the nigga that's talking more hood shit than lyrical shit. That's all day. But if you get a URL TV, a lot of times niggas will judge and base they vote off of how much hood shit you say versus how much hood shit this nigga say. So for instance, if a Grind Time rapper comes to URL TV and they come with that same flow, that same shit like jokes and whatnot, if they don't come with actual gangsta ass bars, 9 out of 10 they gonna take an L. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't judge like that. Lyrics is lyrics, okay? Straight the fuck up. So okay, let's get into it. Okay. Lyrics wise, I look at Arsonal's performance and it kind of disappointed me. But at the same time, he seems like he would be a Grind Time rapper. He said a lot of shit that was dumb, and I mean, he said some shit. I'm not saying he was all whack. I mean, he came with some hard shit. He came with some hardcore shit, but he also came with some jokes. But some of that shit was corny. Like honestly, a lot of the shit that he said was really corny. Hitman Holla, everything he said was point blank. Period. You know what I'm saying? I think if you go to straight lyrics, if you go bar for bar, I would have to give that to Hitman, and that's all 3 rounds. If you, I don't know. I mean, that's just how I look at it. Hitman just killed him. He killed him lyrically, and it was pretty close. I would say marginal wise, I would say it was pretty close. So lyrics, I definitely have to get a Hitman due to the fact that Hitman, everything he said was crisp. Everything he said was point blank. Period. Versus Arsonal. Arsonal said some cold shit, but at times he got corny. At times he got stale. So that's why I got to give that to Hitman Holla. Okay. Performance. Uh, Once again, I gotta give it straight off top. I gotta give that shit to Hitman Holla. Basically, if you watch the battle, you'll notice Hitman Holla is talking to the crowd more than he actually talking to fucking Arsonal. He's like not only getting at his head, he's getting at his head to the crowd. He's telling the crowd stories about the nigga. Round 2 was perfect example of good performance. Okay, for Hitman Holla when he told the story and whatnot. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but basically he told the story, got the crowd involved, and got some laughs off it. So he makes the crowd. That's another thing about performance. I judge performance because you got to make the crowd want to look at you. You got to make the crowd want to even listen to what the fuck you got to say. So if you bring the crowd in more, they're gonna bring more attention to you and to your bars. That's how I look at it. So I got to give it to Hitman straight the fuck up. Arsonal didn't really come with a performance. He rapped. I mean, he rapped to the crowd, but that's all it consisted of. The one point high, the only high points from his performance was the fact that he used it as a gimmick where after his round was over, he would try to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep spitting after the round was over. That was like the substance of his performance, other than just regular spitting to the crowd here and there and talking about him. So I mean, I gotta get at the Hitman all day. Um, I think that's that. I ain't got shit else to say on that. All right, crowd control. I judge crowd control, even though maybe I shouldn't because I might have it wrong. Because this is what it is. If you got a big crowd of motherfuckers come to watch you battle, of course they're gonna be on your dick whether you losing or not. Okay. At least if you make it look close enough, they're gonna be on your dick for every punchline, whether it's good or bad or trash or whatever. They're gonna be on your dick about it. But I feel like the crowd plays a part in your battle as well. Okay, so Hitman, I gotta give I gotta give that to Hitman. Uh, every time every time he get ready to come out with a punchline, he would just time it perfectly to the point where you almost anticipate what he getting ready to say. He would rap, build you up to it, and then pause and then drop the line with and that helps in your delivery too. That actually helps the crowd's response. Kind of helps your delivery. You know what I'm saying? It makes you want to deliver it harder each time. So I gotta get at the Hitman. When Arsonal got up there and spit, the most part that I seen that he kind of was kind of egging the crowd on was when he would spit and then he would kind of stutter and then drop the punchline. Like for instance, just like that, just be like something something something, drop it, da 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 da, like that. So that's all I saw to Arsonal. Other than that, I mean, Hitman, he used the crowd to actually go against Arsonal. So I mean, I think he controlled that. Arsonal got some oohs and ahs. Hitman got some oohs and ahs. Ultimately, I got to give it to Hitman though for controlling the crowd better, and not only that, having the better oohs and ahs versus Arsonal. So once again, that's another Hitman. Okay, winner for this one, I gotta give it to Hitman Holla. He came out there and he did everything he said he's gonna do in the promo video. He came out there and did everything you thought he was gonna do. He basically came out there normal procedure on Arsonal. That's all I can say about that. He went out there and did his thing. Arsonal also did his thing, but I mean that just goes to show who really was the better battler in this battle. Because Arsonal came hard like he usually does, and Hitman came hard like he usually does. But you see the difference in the two and who won. I'm not gonna say this was a close battle. I'm not gonna say this is a body bag. I'm gonna have to put this dead down the middle. This is decisional. You can clearly see who won and whatnot, and nobody necessarily just flat whooped the shit out of anyone else in this battle. Once again, another thing I gotta say is Hitman Holla to me is undefeated, and his closest battle was with Cortez, not with Arsonal. Even though this was an epic battle, but the only reason this was an epic battle or a classic battle was just because of the two big names that was going up. You got a big up and coming battle rapper from St. Louis. At one point, St. Louis wasn't even looked at as a battle scene and wasn't taken seriously. And then you got Arsonal from New Jersey that's been out here and solidified his name already as a top guy. Another quick thing I'm gonna say about Arsonal. I think Arsonal needs to really figure out where he wants to go as far as his battleship. If he wants to be a joke rapper, a joke battle rapper or whatnot like he was doing, he cracked a shit load of jokes in this battle, which wasn't going to fly in URL TV. Um, he's gonna have to go to grind time with that shit, or if he wants to do URL, he needs to come URL prepared. Cracking jokes is cool, and I mean, if you're lyrical, you're lyrical. That's cool. But if you're gonna be lyrical, use it the right way in the right organization. Is how I gotta say it. It sucks that it's like that, but end of the day, it's gonna be like that. And especially when you got a nigga that's coming at you with some hood shit. And not only is he coming at you with some hood shit, he coming at you with some hefty ass bars. So that's all I gotta say on that. Once again, the Tatted Up Battle Judge, Will Illis. You can catch me on Twitter, twitter.com slash Will Illis or at Will Illis, ThyIllist. Same thing for Facebook, Facebook slash Will Illis. Um, I want to give a few shout outs, but I'm going to do that in a separate video because I'm like way out of time right now. So, yeah, Tatted Up Battle Judge, get at me.